So you can't really see what I'm doing because my camera setup is a little funky, and I haven't gone through enough stuff to be able to prop you up on anything but the windowsill. But I just separated the books that I'm going to probably do a podcast for, or like a story time thing for. So like the complete Tales of Winnie the Pooh, just some of my favorites. This is a different version of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and I've never seen it before, so I'm not entirely sure what version this is. I'm sure I can look it up and find out, but found it at Second and Charles. Had a lot of wear and tear on it, but I thought that made it look kind of interesting. So I'm probably gonna do that version too. Once I get to 50 subscribers, I'll start posting a podcast. Also, The Outsiders. This was probably my most favorite book in middle school. My mom was shocked that we were reading in middle school, and honestly, I agree, but some of the stuff we read in high school was even more shocking. A little bit of a story time. My teacher played part of the movie 1984 after we were done reading it, and there was a woman fully exposed within the first 5 minutes, and she goes, "Oh," and proceeds to walk at snail pace to turn it off. And needless to say, she could have gotten fired for that because that was bad. She should have previewed it before and not showing a bunch of minors explicit stuff. But anyways, it built character. And then this was also something from my childhood. It's two separate books with just like cute stories that I figured I could do like just fun little story times with. So I'm separating those out. I'm separating some of my like Bible stuff out from different like small groups. This is from when I interned as a children's ministry leader. I absolutely loved it, learned a lot, contemplating doing it again next year. And then separating my school textbooks. So that's what you see me do. And then that is empty. I need to go grab a pair of scissors really quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay, so in this one it looks like it's gonna be a lot of mangas, and so I haven't, oh, my scissors are broken. I don't even know how that happened. Probably just by moving. And here are a lot of my mangas, and the way I store my mangas is I put them in the drawer. You can't see my bookshelf. I haven't fully decided where I want the bookshelf yet, but I don't know if I can move it by myself, so I might not have a choice. Nope, that's not a good way to do it. Oof. Alrighty. Well, trying to get it as flush to the wall as possible. Okay. Good enough. But anyways, my manga goes in the drawer. I'm gonna see if I can scoot this out of the way just a little. I'm telling you, this moving process has been crazy. I'm not good at stuff like huffing it, but we live on the 3rd floor, so you have to huff it. Anyways, I'm just gonna show you. I have, I think, 1 through 19, or 0 through 19. of JJK. So they will go in the shelf because I don't have like a good manga setup just quite yet because I have a very small bookshelf. Just gonna order them really quickly. Okay, this is 0 and 1. 0, 1. I also have My Hero. That's 6. 5. Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure how these all even got mixed up because I just went from 5 to 14. 7, 8, 9. 12, 13, 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19. I also have some One Punch Man, which is very funny, in my opinion. I like it. 16, 17, 18, 19, 0, 1. Alright. Sorry that you can't fully see what I'm doing just yet, but I didn't realize that this box was what it was. So, give me one moment, and I will be back. Alrighty. Alright. Last one. Okay. So, 19. Comment down below what your favorite manga is. I'm always looking for new recommendations. I sometimes like reading the manga more than watching the anime, but my favorite anime that I really want to buy the manga for is Spy Family. I just think that one was so cute, and I fell in love with Anya, and I really liked the action in it and like everything like that. I don't know. It was just a really cute watch. Am I gonna be able to do that? Oh. Where's one? Oh, right in front of my face. I think I might be able to do that. Oh my goodness gracious. No! It's so close. Oh man. I was almost able to fit 0 through 19 in a single line on my bottom shelf. So close. Alright, what else is in here? I have One Punch Man 1 through 3. And somewhere around here, I think it might be in like my miscellaneous books, I have Death Note. I have more just like Bible / college books. So I'm gonna put those to the side. I have, here's the first Death Note. I have Assassination Classroom. Honestly, not a huge fan. I don't know why. It just kind of like was boring. I don't know. Like the concept is interesting, but just like, I don't know. Not really my cup of tea. But comment down below if you like One Punch Man, and if so, what did you like about it? Do I need to give it more time? I started watching a couple of the episodes, and I don't know, I just wasn't super impressed. I have the first 2 of Fire Force. I think I've read all of the first one, maybe. I don't fully remember, and I don't have a bookmark for it, but I like it so far. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how I set up my bookshelf. But if I'm remembering correctly, I had these books towards the bottom. Is this a TBR one? Yes, okay. I tried separating them out by to be read and then flipping them around when I'm done reading them because of my husband's challenge. So, bear with me. I'm trying to scoot back so y'all can see the process. Part of me kind of wishes there was like a standard size for books. That way, like, all of your books aren't different sizes. Also, comment down below if you want me to do To All the Boys I Loved Before on my podcast. I think that would be a fun series to go through. Also, the program, so good. So good. And I know I started the treatment, but I never got to finish it. So that's on my TBR. Okay, stay, please. Interesting, I didn't realize Simon Pulse published those 3. Interesting. Huh, the more you know. You learn stuff. Alrighty, what I put in here was also very interesting because for my Book of the Month books, I sort them by their color. So like blue, and like in rainbow order. So I'm not entirely sure about that, but one box down, let me grab my broken scissors and get into the next box. Ooh. I packed like 4 book boxes, and I mean, it was just very strategic, and it wasn't even all the books I had, it was just the books that I had over at my husband's parents' property. So, we get to go through everything. Woo woo. Alright. So this is a blue one. This is also TBR, so that'll make my life a little easier. I will probably throw them up on the shelf and then rearrange them in a moment. Also, it's kind of hard to gauge where some of these will belong because of the fact that these are just the ones that need to be read. Which I don't fully, I could switch up my bookshelf in the way I do it and put the ones that I've read up towards the top flipped around. Also, I just appreciate that Book of the Month for The Devil Takes You Home has a translator because it has like a lot of Spanish in it, and like, I don't know like a ton of Spanish, but I know enough to where like I could also use context clues, but it's just nice to have this, especially if you like barely passed Spanish 1 and 2 or never even got to 3, because a lot of this is stuff that would have solidified in Spanish 3, but I just thought that was super thoughtful. Alrighty. Ow! I've also broken like so many nails just from clanking around doing stuff, opening boxes and lids and all of that. You know, not really fun vibes, but what happens. So I think I have decided I'm gonna put these down in rainbow order here as like my to be read section, and then color coordinate them just a little bit more. I'm only 56 days out because I'm reading it. It just got tucked away. I'm also reading The Postmistress of Paris, so I'm going to take that one to the side. Awesome. Then these are 2 blues, so we'll scoot that over and put those in there. Alright, I don't know if I have more to be read ones. Ooh, my knees. Okay. So I'll just scoot the boxes over. Some interesting things really quick. Ooh, I feel like I need new pads even though it's carpeted. I have very weak knees. Like, girly push-ups hurt. Any sort of like lunge stretch that has you on your knee. Not a fan. So I have the cute little like mini Lord of the Rings, and then my husband wanted to get like the super fancy one. Comment down below if you want The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, like audio, podcast, who's what's it. I will put it to the side because I think it would just be fun to do that one. Also, I have the Star Wars trilogy that I also think would be kind of fun to do. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, that would also be another fun one, but comment down below so I know what to focus on first because I have a lot of different ideas. Also, like Love, Nancy Drew, and the Hardy Boys. So here's 3, 4, 5. I've been looking for that for forever, so sorry that I paused like that and it was a little weird, but okay, this is my first time trying overnight oats. And it's not bad, it's the chocolate peanut butter kind. But it's also just like weird. 1, drinking oatmeal, but 2, like cold. But anyways, we will get into the next box. I'm hoping my broken scissors hold out because they do not look too promising. Also, I was able to convince my husband to let me get a Kindle, which I am so shocked about since he was the one that gave me this challenge. But here's the dangerous thing. I'm going to read a book on Kindle, I'm going to fall in love with it, and I'm going to want a physical copy of it. And I'm going to have to wait until I finish all the other books. This was my... here's the other Death Note. Still in its bag. Ooh, forgot that mangas are the other way around. Okay. Also, he thinks I'd like the Halo books, but I'm really not sure. Also, is there like a specific way to read the Halo books? Because he said no, but I also don't know if I like fully believe that. Just hurt my finger. This book has been through it, is what it sounds like. interesting. Sorry you can't see me. The Green Letters, another Halo book. I'm just kind of throwing his books on the little, so it used to be our old entertainment system that does not fit nicely on our sorry, I'm looking at a it's like a little journal thing. Anyways, that's cute. It's called Daily Kairos. It's a very cool concept. I love the idea of journaling and everything like that, but I just can't like be consistent with it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's like the pressure of having to like do it every day. Sorry, I just sneezed. That was a little uncomfy. More school books. I'm on my last summer class and coming up onto my last year, and I'm so excited to be done. Don't get me wrong, I love school, teacher, but I am ready to have my own classroom and not be a student any longer, preferably. But yeah, it's challenging, like when you've been burnt out for a while and you have like other priorities in life, like working and being able to afford a place, that like school is just a nuisance and a time waster and just all the things. It's an investment and it's good to go, but I feel like it's just a lot when you have responsibilities and you adult. So that's my little rant about that. Ooh. Crawl, 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 crawl. Ooh. Also, it's dangerous because I love bookstores and I buy a lot. And so that's always a challenge. Alright. My knees are not loving this. Ow. But we're making fairly decent progress. Alright, here's like all the Harry Potter stuff and all my other books. Alright. So this is my husband's fancy set that he wanted to get, and then he got these other two. Ooh! So originally I was storing them on top, but I think I'm gonna put them here for now. Also, I have a pet peeve about box sets now that I did not know that I had. But I was trying to put all my A Court of Thorns and Roses back in its box set and damaged one of the books because it doesn't fit in there now that I read it. And it's not even like I annotated it or anything. It just like, because of the like stretch, I guess, of the pages not being like firmly pressed, I don't fully know. but it was really disappointing that I couldn't get them all back in there. Eventually, my husband was able to get them back in there, but I was just very frustrated by that point with box sets, and now I'm like, don't know if I'll ever trust another box set again. They look nice, but again, okay, this one I've already read. I'm gonna do this for now. This will not stay like this. This is just so I can, I don't know if I put these in order, to be honest. Part of me highly doubts that I did. Or if I did, I can't remember if I did it backwards or if I did it forwards. So when I took it out of the box, if it was one way or the other. Which is fun. But nothing a little Google can't fix. Alrighty, another box. Almost down. Check out my Mr. Magic review. There should be, oh, I see it. I was like, I know I have another box of books because I haven't gotten to all of them yet. Okay, let's see. What other question could I impose? Oh, plants. Love plants. Couldn't really have plants where we were before. Comment some really good plants for apartments because we get like a lot of natural light. Like I don't have the main light on or anything. But also like our windowsills aren't big enough to house bigger plants, so it's like a toss up. Also easy to care for because I feel like every plant has a different watering schedule and it's just a lot to keep up with. So comment down below. Alright, I believe this is the last box. Ugh. I believe I've already read these, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, these are the ones that I've read. Alrighty. So yeah, the way I'm gonna store all the ones I've read is for now, I'm just gonna put them backwards. I mean, I've read these, but I'm leaving them out just to somewhat look nice. The Book of Cold Cases still lives rent-free in my mind. I don't know what it was about it. I love it. I have 2 other books on my bookshelf that I haven't gone to yet by the same author. And it's one of those things where it's like, I want to read it, but I'm also procrastinating because if it's not as good as this, I'm going to be really, really, really disappointed. But I absolutely loved it. I feel like I have not been sleeping at night, which is like really disappointing, but to each their own. We get in phases. I'm trying to think, did I actually read this one or did it just get mixed up? Yes, I did. It's always so hard to tell when there's like What Lies in the Wood, All the Dangerous Things, Things We Do in the Dark. Like they're all very like, not, I wouldn't say similar titles, but similar like vibes. Oh, and then A Flicker in the Dark. You know, they're just like, it's hard to really get caught up in how what's what. But alrighty. Also, another podcast audiobook is Absolutely Truly. It was just like a sweet little book. Alright, here's the box set that took forever to get put together. So it's home. We'll be up here for right now. Even though I really don't like that, it just like irks me just a little. And then we have The Perfect Marriage, Absolutely Truly. Greetings from Witness Protection, which was also another good book. Notes on an Execution, and then The Girl on the Train. I don't have room for on my bookshelf, so that'll be a new problem later. But this is my basic bookshelf setup right now. I know it's been a bit of a longer video, but I appreciate y'all tuning in, and if you have any podcast audiobook suggestions, comment them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!